The federal cabinet minister in charge of Crown-Indigenous relations has apologized for a text she sent to the former justice minister, who is herself Indigenous and who calls that text racist. It started with this tweet from former Liberal MP Jody Wilson-Raybould. She says, "With the horrific news out of Saskatchewan, our collective call again is for concrete transformative action. Justin Trudeau, if you care enough to make things right, stop your selfish jockeying for an election which no one really wants, and do what you promised in 2018. She then tweeted this screenshot of the word pension with a question mark, a text she got from former colleague Carolyn Bennett, who is now the Minister of Crown-Indigenous Relations. With me from Ottawa is Mike Couteur. Mike, start with some context for people about why the word pension is so loaded in this context.
Yeah, it really is, Donna, and that's because Wilson-Raybould has to hold on to her seat until October of this year in order to qualify for her lucrative MP pension, which only members of Parliament who have served at least 6 years are eligible for. Now, Wilson-Raybould says the comment plays into racist stereotypes about Indigenous peoples, that they are lazy and only want money. It was a private text that was shared very publicly, but still something you would not expect from the Minister of Crown-Indigenous Relations, who has served in that role since 2015 when the Trudeau government was first elected. Now, Bennett's office said the minister was unavailable for an interview, but pointed to her apology on Twitter, which read in part, quote, "I let interpersonal dynamics get the better of me," and sent an insensitive and inappropriate comment. We spoke to Wilson-Raybould today about the text and the apology.
What happens to Carolyn Bennett is certainly up to the Prime Minister to determine, but I think that we should all take pause that we have a Minister of Crown-Indigenous Relations whose instinctive response is what she sent to me over a text message, and I am not shy to call out systemic racism where it exists.
Now, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has said there is no more important relationship than the one between Canada and Indigenous peoples. However, Wilson-Raybould says her experience as a former minister suggests otherwise.
To have as her instinctive response to say something like that to me, and I haven't received a text message from her since December of 2018, is reflective of some of the internal dynamics that take place within this government.
Now, Wilson-Raybould says this incident and the tragic events of this week could serve as an opportunity for the Minister Bennett and the Trudeau government to look themselves in the mirror and be a bit self-reflective. Donna?
All right, Mike Couteur in Ottawa, thank you.